Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I am going to be working on my Makers Creative collab for this month. If you watched the one for January, you saw that I made myself a scroll, and I'm doing a little bit each month, like just kind of doing an art journal page in the scroll, which can be challenging, especially if you've got like pieces you've glued on. They don't roll so well. All right, so I've put on a layer of this clear texture gesso by Montmarte, and you see, M-O-N-T-M-A-R-T-E, Montmarte, anyway. And I'm not exactly sure where I'm going with this, so I'm going to actually do a little bit of white gesso, but not like all in one, like not all over. So I was looking for something like this. Yeah, just a card. I have a million cards. Do you think I can ever find them when I want to find them? Hey, the cover came off right away this time. So our theme this month is what's in a love song. And my favorite love song, the one I relate to most, is a song called True Love, sung by Pink. So, that is the love song that I am basing this piece on. It's nice that there was some music in the background. It just happened that way. I actually I did not plan anything as far as, you know, what pages were going to be for what months. Like, I didn't even look at the, prompts ahead of time. So, but I figured if I go, you know, around to the end of this, and then I'll go a little further with the gesso too, just, you know, to sort of give a seamless, well, it's not going to be seamless because this is going to be nothing like the first thing, but just to bring one bit to the next bit, I guess, is what to make it not seem like I don't want a stark line between each month, I think is what I'm trying to say. You would think it wouldn't be so hard to say that. So I just kind of want to come up there to that one a little bit, and a little bit on the chicken butt. Okay, that's all right. Chicken butt. Gen Xers totally know what that means. Chicken butt. So good thing this is not in the hop for the day. This is just my process video. So I hope you've probably already seen what I've made, and this is just how I got there. You're in as much, you know more than I do at this point. All right, so it's a little bit of gesso, and I don't want to go too dark because I want some things to show up, but I don't know exactly what I want. Maybe some inks. I do want to do a little bit of pink only because Pink sings the song. So that's my, ooh, a good worn lipstick. That, you get that in some loving right there. Lots of lipstick with all the kissing, right? So let's put in some worn lipstick. I could use a stencil, but I think I'm just going to actually put some on, and then I'm going to spray it a little bit. I know there's probably better ways to do it, but also probably want to let that dry before I start doing this. Ooh, maybe we'll make like a vignette using the lipstick. How's that sound? Sounds all right? It's all right. Of course, if a lot of things start happening in my house, I may end up just doing a voiceover for this, but right now, despite everyone being home, it's not too bad. So this will delineate between the first and the next one, but can also be, all right, so that way I know where my stop and my, I mean, that's more than the 10 inches I've allotted myself, but it's all right. And then I've got my acrylic markers. I know a couple things I want to put on here, but that's about it. I don't know all the things. go over here a little bit more. Just bring that pink over a little bit, and then hopefully next time I'll remember that I used Warren Lipstick. If I want to bring that over into that one a little bit. Alright, and that was the oxide. So now I think I'm going to spray it a little bit. Spray, 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 spray. As that will give it that mottled. I'm doing, if with this particular one by Tim Holtz, oops, if you just press lightly, it will give you fatter blobs, so to speak. And let's see, I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and then if I can find my paper towels, I will pull. It doesn't have to be my paper towels, it could be. I'm gonna pause for a minute while this soaks in, unless you like to watch that, what happens as it soaks in. I don't know. Oh, you can see a little bit. Oh my goodness, hold on. I wanted to at least find this, because this is just my, it's, you know, what I reuse over and over again that gets nice and messy. And I want to pat, I don't want to rub, I just want to pat to get off the little blobby bits. So, yep. So that gives us a little more interest. But I don't want to keep working on wet, so I'm going to dry this real quick. You won't even know I'm gone. Going with some happy colors now. I'm gonna try to do, let's see, where's my big brush I had the other day? Of course that's not right here, is it? Some black. Here, we'll just use this one. So I'll start with my lightest color and go to my darkest color and kind of do what I just did. I'm going to start with Weathered Wood, which is kind of a gray blue. Don't know what color's already on here, probably brown or something. And bring it out to the pink a little bit too, because I don't want it to be like black in the middle, but I want some darkness. If you do not know the song, then you may not understand why a song called True Love would make me think darkness and black. Or you might have heard the song and not realized it. Yeah, you know, we all get a little irritated with our significant others from time to time. They're not always perfect. We're not always perfect. I'm not claiming to be perfect. I know I'm not. And, you know, sometimes true love can be not so easy. Let's see, the main theme of the song, I guess, is nothing else can break my heart like true love. So that's our theme here. Kind of, sort of. Alright, let me do some of the Hickory Smoke. And I could have done, you know, just wet and splotchy and, you know, I could have done my, it's hard to do with a scroll. And I could have done it on acrylic block too, which maybe with the black, I'm not getting a lot with this. Speaking of my acrylic, oh wait, I've got these. I say I've got these. I know I put some on the shelf the other day. Do you think that they're going to show up when I look for them? No, why would they? Ooh, I don't have, oh wait, what do I have? I kind of want to do some spray into that, but I don't think I have black. I have browns. I do have a really dark blue, which is almost purple. Don't want. Whoops. See, they all just, oh, we'll do, maybe a little of that will go. A little spray. All right, I was looking for my, nope, didn't find it. So let's just go on here. Something plastic or acrylic, and then spray that so that you can then do this kind of a thing. You know, just use what you have. Use what you can find. And for me, doesn't always make sense. Ooh. Alright, also I might do some of this. Just want more. I gotta remember, I have stamps and I have stencils I can use. But that, nope, try the black. And it will move when I add water. like I said, I don't know where I'm going with this. But there's a little bit of pop art that's going to be in there, so a little bit of grid makes sense to me. I don't know about you. A little bit makes sense. See, and I like how it got wet in some spaces. So this is the black soot, and it's the distress ink, so it takes forever because the little tiny thing that I'm doing on this big block. Don't mind if that comes over to the edge there. A little bit to the edge here. Yep, it's just all over. It's all right. And this is the gray some more. Let's do some more of that maybe. And that would be easier just to do the black soot on there, huh? Because I can lighten it up with the white spray. So let's do that. Let's just go straight. See, so much. It's wet. It's all kinds of goodness. Just add some black here and there and everywhere. And I also kind of want to add some of this white because I like a mess, apparently, just to give it more of a gray. All right, I'm going to dry this with my heat gun. Be right back. Okay, I have my pewter, so I'm going to try to shake that up enough so that some of the mica comes out, and just kind of, okay, it sprayed the last time I used it, but no, I didn't wipe, I didn't wipe it off. That's all right, we'll just do this. I'm going to take one of my paintbrushes. I know I could just use this little thing and splatter it that way, but I'd rather use a paintbrush because I have a little bit, I like to think I have a little bit more control, but we all know that's just dreaming. Hey, I might prefer this anyway, just having the splatters. Nice big blobs. Nice big blobby splatters. Oh. Well. That's supposed to stay on there, I think. Alright, so I even have the cover on that one. I don't even have the cover on all of them. So, splattered some silver. Silver? What's it called? Pewter. Brushed pewter. Okay, and now I want to take my brush and I want to put some X's on here. You know, for kisses, right? Yeah, that's what they're gonna stand for. Black X's. Some mark making. I want to do some mark making. X's will be involved in the mark making. And I kind of like how, let's see, this brush is kind of big, so they're going to be kind of big X's. You know. And, hold on, I could do O's too. I can grab myself, I need a little more paint, I think. Which one size? Is the glue cover going to be big enough? I think so. Yeah, that'll work. XOXO. And just put some other more hugs all over. Yep, hugs, sure. Yep, that's what it is. I always tend to go around the edges. I mean, I do have something for the middle, but I do want something in the background as well. So we may do some more X's in the middle. Let's see. And I'm okay with them overlapping. Just trying to be random-ish. There we go. We got our X's and O's. That I knew I wanted to get on there. Is there anything else I want to do with black? Maybe just come in on the edges and just get the little last bits that are on the, just frame it out a little bit. Maybe a little bit more black in and throughout there, a little bit almost like I would do with gesso, but this time doing it with some black. Okay, because I want the middle piece to pop, and I don't know if it's big enough or not. As soon as I can find it, we'll see. Okay, so the hearts will be like that. I kind of would rather, I should have switched them if I make it bigger, but I also have words that are going to go here and words that are going to go up here, and then over to the side, because in the song she spells out romance in her own special way. So I want to put that on there, so I cut this out of some scrapbook paper. So I thought I'd put this like along the side here. R, there's the M. So I'm going to glue those on the side real quick, and I'm going to put my wording up here and down here. You don't need that. I'm going to use stencil for down here, and I'm going to try to write it up here without messing it up too much. R-O-M-A. Where's the A? Lost the A. There it is. R-O-M-A-N-C-E-E-E. R-O-M-A-N-C. Alright, and what I liked about this was E, and this E gets lighter. See, E. Spread those out a little bit. So I thought, you know, romance. Every love song has a little romance. I'm thinking these need to be bigger, and I'd rather have the highlight on the right side, I think, because my sunlight's usually to my right. So I'm going to reprint these, and I'm going to make my words and glue those on, and I'll be back. Alright, so see down here where I stenciled this? It wasn't showing up much. So now I'm going over it with my acrylic marker with red, and I'm going to go back over with ink again, or paint if I have to. And then I'm going over to the right just a little bit because I want a little bit of a red shadow. And don't know how it's going to look. It's a chance I'm taking. So I just thought I'd show you that real quick. So it was not the best decision I ever made, because now you kind of can't see the black over the red. So I'm just coming in and kind of following the black with the this, but I still want the brokenness of the letters to be showing. So, you know, it might look a little wonky, but that's okay. I'm working with the choices that I made and making it work the best that I can. The important thing is that we can tell what it says, right? Perfection is not the aim. Just like in love, there's no such thing as perfect. And there's the love of my life up there asking about Nathan's bread burning when it's not even, I don't know what's, it's probably not, but it could be. I don't know. At least he cares enough to help his son not burn his bread, because it does upset Nathan when it's burnt. He doesn't like that. And then Mike ends up having to eat it, so because I'm not making him eat it. Poor kid already deals with enough in his life. I'm not going to make him eat burnt stuff. That's the one that has the type 1 diabetes and the Asperger's disease, and Asperger's and Addison's disease. Sorry, my brain. All right, and then so there's that part down there. And for this part up here, let me show that up a little bit close, right? And I'll back you up in a second. I printed out the font that I wanted and just tried my best to do as similar to that as I could. I can't do it just from my brain. I have to be able to see something to be able to draw it the way I want it. So now we are on to the hearts. So I ripped it and then added some distress ink and put the sword right through there. And I'm just going to position it the best I can so that it is, you know, aesthetically pleasing to the eye for placement. I know. Swords through hearts isn't for everybody. And then I think I'll do some doodling to make it more me. So first I'm going to attach, I think it's my son that's coughing. I'm not sure why. I'm going to attach the sword to, I think my other son went to help his girlfriend move a bookshelf because her brother left her there all alone to try to deal with the bookshelf she's been. Alright, and get this part glued. And then I can go ahead and glue the whole back because, you know, I don't want to lose the position I've got them. So I want to go ahead and glue them together first. And I'm using art glitter glue because I'm going on top of gesso and inks and all that fun stuff. I guess I kind of want to get under the sword there too. Don't worry, my marriage is fine. But it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. Love's not perfect. Love takes work. Marriage takes work. Relationships take work. And sometimes you just want to wrap your hands around their throat. And that's just the truth. If you listen to the song, you'll see what I mean. So, do you want to see me doodle, or should I just do that off camera? What's the dealio? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to at the very least outline these. I know some of you are like we've been waiting to see you doodle because you do it off camera and we just want to see it. Well, good, you can see me mess it up because that's probably what will happen. And it's just a lot of me fixing mess ups basically. Also, it would be helpful if I had the thicker one, but that's okay. I have a little more control with a thinner one if it doesn't flick stupid flicks at me. And I think I do want to do some black splatters, maybe some white splatters too, just to brighten it up, and maybe some silver splatters because love is precious, so use a precious metal in there. Plus I've got the silver, I've got silver. I mean, I could do gold. We could add another metallic. It's okay to mix metallics, but I don't think I will. I think I'll stick with gold for now. So I think my light source is coming from here, so if I'm going to do a shadow, I really should be doing it on this side. So right now I'm just doing kind of an even border outline, not doing a shadow per se. And of course, why would my marker keep working for me? The paint, I did order more paint. I ordered the blue-green set for Posca. I do like the Posca pens, but then, you know, for the same amount, the same amount as like the 8 Posca pens, I got a set of 36 of a different brand to try, but they're more muted colors, because the one thing I don't like about the markers that I have is they're all really bright. The reason this red's not as bright is because it came in the pack of the earth tones, I think it was. So that's where I got my olive green and brown and stuff like that. And then there's like no turquoise or anything. So I looked at the green set, but the blue set of blues actually had more turquoise. Okay, here's the problem. I started on the right side and I'm right-handed. I should have started on the left side and moved to the right. So now I've got wet paint I have to try not to stick my finger in. So you might want to pay attention to that. Also, you probably have to go up. You can't do that 45-degree angle when you're using paint pens. And then, oops, see, that's what I'm talking about. You're trying to follow this line, but that line is not very deep, so you just end up right on the paper, which is all right. It's not the end of the world. I mean, a little grunge on this piece, I think, is gonna be all right. It's all right. Do, 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 do. Then, once that dries, I think I'm gonna do a little Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life. Is it dash, or dash, dot? I don't know. It's whatever I decide for it to be. I gotta find the white. Do I have the white one? Oh, I do have I have my white gel pen, which is actually at least give me a little bit more control, probably. So I'll outline those so they stand out a little bit. That has to dry first. And it's just going to be a dot, dash, dot kind of a thing. Sure, that'll make it. So like dash, dot, dot, dash. That's what I'm going to do. Dot, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dot. See, we're pretending the dots are underneath that sword. So we're keeping the pattern going. So you don't need to watch me do this. I don't know if I'll do any more doodling or not. At this point, I'm going to consider this finished. But if I do more, you'll see it in the video that will have come out on February 18th, which I'll actually be traveling that day, which is why I'm doing this way on the 8th, my mother-in-law's birthday. My mom's birthday was February 19th. She would have been, what, 74 this year? If she had not died at 62. So there's that. Oh, and this is a Signo. Where is it? Well, I'm pretty sure it's, oh, there it is. Uniball Signo. They have white and silver. The silver one is what I use for down here, and they also have gold. So I'm going to finish doing that, and I'm going to do my splatters, and trying to think if I'll tag onto the end. I should be able to tag onto the end whatever it is I end up with. I don't really want that to stand out too much. This is already standing out plenty. I think I want some polka dots. Like, I've got the polka dots here. I kind of want to bring some more elsewhere. So that I might do. We'll see. Time will tell. Or all right, this had the black ink on it. You know, I'm not gonna, I got more of these. Let's see. Just add some polka dot kind of but not complete, not perfect polka dots. We don't want perfect. I had to use up that paint anyway, so you know, I might use up a little bit more paint. I kind of like my imperfect polka dots that are going here and there and everywhere. So tiny, I only need a tiny bit. And if I want to reuse this again, I need to wash it, or it could just be done. Why is it? Apparently, I had too tiny of a bit. I can't even get a full circle here. That's all right. It gives me something to jump off of. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Doesn't matter. Can I get a tiny bit there? There we go. That's it. All right. I might doodle some more. But I'll have to attach if I add anything else. All right. I hope you guys have a delightful day. I hope you enjoyed the process. Love you. Okay. So I added some of this tarnished brass just to bring some more of this romance, bring that over a little bit, that kind of tone. And this is what happens when you get big blobs. You got to turn them into hearts. Yeah. So this is what I ended up with. I did some doodling around the edges. I did some black splatters, not a lot, not huge, just little black splatters. And then I did the tarnished brass splatters, which you might be able to see those a little bit. And I probably need to go over that a little bit too, because that was a big blob. And I was going to try to fix that so that at least the words will still be showing. That's the hope. Okay, I didn't get too much on words, I don't think. And down here it didn't matter as much because the words are bigger. So I'm not, if I get a big splatter, I'm not covering up the whole. But yeah, that reflects in the light. So when you see it, that's basically what you see. But yeah, I might take some ink. See, how do we fix this kind of stuff? That's what we're here to solve, right? When you have something like this happen and you don't want it to be a big focal issue point, you just kind of try to do something. I don't know. Anyway, so yep, this is it, and I'm about to make the video for the hop. So, and I also added I had my black splatter, so I had extra paint, so I added that. So there'll be I'll show a close-up of this in the hop. So I hope you guys enjoyed the process. Have a delightful day. Love you.